When fashion meets star aura, Taehyung appears perfect in CELINE's latest photos. Hello everyone. And welcome back to BTS Fans. A place where BTS stories are not rushed, not simplified, and never reduced to mere headlines. This is where moments are allowed to breathe, where silence is respected, and where presence matters more than noise. Here, we don't only ask what happened, we ask why it mattered. And today, what captured the world's attention was not a performance, not a comeback stage, and not a spotlight filled with sound. What quietly stopped the world was a series of photographs. Kim Taehyung, CELINE, and a moment that needed no announcement. From the instant these photos were released, something unusual happened. They did not rush past our screens. They did not rely on shock value. They did not demand attention. Instead, they invited it. People paused, scrolled back, looked again, because something in these images felt different. And that difference cannot be explained by fashion alone. There is a stillness in Taehyung's presence that feels deliberate, not constructed, not rehearsed. In every frame, he is not trying to perform. He is not projecting an image. He is simply there. A calm gaze, a steady posture, a quiet confidence that does not need permission to exist. This is not the confidence of someone trying to be seen. This is the confidence of someone who knows he already is. Fashion, by nature, is often fleeting, seasonal, temporary. But in these photographs, time behaves differently. The lines are clean. The styling is minimal. The colors are restrained. CELINE does not overpower the subject. It frames him. And within that frame, Taehyung does not disappear. He becomes clearer. Each garment seems to adapt to his presence. Each silhouette appears intentional, almost inevitable. Not because of luxury, but because of alignment. This is where fashion meets star aura. An aura that cannot be trained, cannot be taught, cannot be manufactured. It is formed over years, through discipline, through exposure, through pressure. It is shaped by standing under relentless expectations and choosing, again and again, to remain grounded. Taehyung has grown up in front of the world. Every phase documented, every change observed, every step analyzed. And yet, what we see now is not someone burdened by that history. We see someone who has made peace with it. There is no urgency in his expression, no tension in his posture, no need to prove anything. This is not a man chasing relevance. This is a man owning his place. Many will describe these photos using words like handsome, perfect, unreal. But those words fall short. Because what truly defines these images is not beauty. It is presence. Presence shaped by maturity. Presence refined by experience. Presence grounded in self-awareness. There is a harmony here between who Taehyung is and how he is seen. Between the artist and the individual. Between the public figure and the private self. And that harmony is rare. CELINE understands this. They do not attempt to transform Taehyung into something else. They do not ask him to exaggerate or dramatize. They allow him to remain still. And in that stillness, the images become powerful. In a world driven by excess, these photos choose restraint. In an industry obsessed with volume, they speak softly. And yet, their impact travels far. Because true elegance does not announce itself. True charisma does not compete. It simply exists and is recognized. There is something deeply comforting about seeing someone at the height of global influence who does not appear consumed by it. Someone who does not rush. Someone who does not shout. Someone who does not demand applause. Instead, Taehyung invites us to slow down with him, to look carefully, to feel quietly. And perhaps that is why these images resonate so strongly. They remind us that strength can be calm, that confidence can be silent, that presence can be enough. These photographs are not just a fashion campaign. They are a visual reflection of growth, of time passing, of identity solidifying, of a person stepping fully into who they have become. Through these frames, Kim Taehyung does not simply represent CELINE. He represents a philosophy. That elegance is internal. That maturity is magnetic. That authenticity is the most powerful style of all. And when fashion meets a star aura this genuine, what remains is not just a beautiful image. What remains is a feeling, a quiet admiration, a lasting impression, a moment that stays with us long after the screen fades to black. Thank you for spending this time with us on BTS Fans, the place where every Taehyung moment is not only seen, but deeply understood, felt beyond the surface, and remembered long after the screen goes quiet. Here, moments are never rushed. They are allowed to breathe, to linger, to tell their story in their own time. We will continue to be here, watching carefully, listening closely, reading between the lines of every glance, every step, every silence, speaking thoughtfully, not louder than the moment itself, but with intention, with respect, and with a deep understanding of why these moments matter. To Taehyung, and to all of us who walk this journey with him. And we will continue honoring every meaningful moment, not as fleeting news, but as part of a larger story. A story of growth, presence, and quiet impact that only Taehyung can create. Until then, we remain right here, observing, reflecting, and waiting patiently for the next chapter to unfold. We'll see you in the next story.